Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am a little late with this super full moon in Aries video. I was traveling. I almost did this in the hotel that I was in because it was so cute and I thought the background would be so pretty, but I was working so hard that I did not get an opportunity to do that. But anyway, I'm here. So welcome back, my beautiful souls. This super full moon in Aries is like lighting you on fire. And whether you like it or not, you're going to have some serious awakenings. But they're going to come because Aries is the first zodiac sign of the entire horoscope, the 12 horoscopes or zodiacs. It's the beginning of like igniting up new passion, starting over, a lot of deep emotional release. It reminds us to trust our instincts. It's the Fool card in the tarot. If you've been holding back, I think this, after all of the eclipses that we've just come out of, we've gotten to seeing truly where we have been dimming our light, or I don't know if you've been walking on eggshells kind of a vibe, just to kind of keep the peace. But now this energy, Aries, super full moon, I mean, guys, have you seen it? It's intense. To really step in your power moving forward, really step in your power, and with your heart power, like your chakra, your heart chakra is under reconstruction big time. All right, so as always, I am going to do all of the elements starting with Earth, and my Earth signs are my Virgo, Taurus, Virgos, and Capricorns. So this full moon in Aries is asking my Virgos to allow, like, now that you've taken a break, a long break, you've gone through a lot of recovery, healing, possibly some of you have moved. Now you've kind of like are thinking about, how can I go into this next chapter? Because I believe today being Wednesday the 8th, there's this new beginning, a new start, next 6 months, like, after all of these eclipses and things like this is a really, really new beginning here. But to not overthink this, and to trust, to move with trust your body, trust, that what you've done so far with your health, if you've changed your eating habits and things like that, that you're on the right path, you're going in the right direction. You have, I hear like, or I feel like, new opportunities in your career and your finances out of nowhere. Yeah, let's see. I think the biggest thing I feel like with my Earth signs is like bringing true fulfillment, like knowing when to act on it, now that you've done so much work. Time to take a deep breath out. Energy is gaining momentum, and your dreams need a practical plan. So, I think my Earth signs have been through a very like I feel healing on all levels, like not just physical, because I feel like there's a physical healing or getting back into shape and things like that, but also healing their mental, their boundaries, like being very strong on their boundaries, when to like be good with certain conversations, for how long, when it stops feeling good to the Capricorn. I said Capricorn. But any of the Earth signs, there's a really beautiful shift now that feels like it's, I don't know, like a soft ending, because you've taken a lot of time, or the necessary time you had a break, you're recovering, and now it just feels like you're being better to yourself. You're starting over, you're being better to yourself, and the energy is picking up. October, last few months of the year, And you want to be ready. You want to be prepared. There's something about my earth signs that are just really getting their ducks in order. Your dreams need a practical plan. So, now I think it feels more like you're picking your, your energy up. You know that the health choices that you've been making, that you've been incorporating in your day-to-day activities are working. And you're motivated to now, like, okay, what's next? 9 of Cups, 5 of Swords. Okay, so, there's still some annoyances and some things that you just can't keep out, like, out of your head, or just certain people just won't stop. I feel like I hear somebody constantly calling someone's name, and I feel like my earth signs have reached their limit and how they could help, and getting involved in other things that is taking away from that new energy that they're conjuring up for themselves is going to cause confusion around other people. And it's just like, keep going, don't get in your head about it. If there's guilt trips and things like that, I feel like, as long as you're stepping into this with love, and you are holding firm with your defenses, you're making peace with not being so available. You're making peace with yourself, forgiving yourself. I get that a lot. I get, like, my earth signs have gotten to a place where they are more so like, man, I've put out a lot for others and I did what I needed to do to fix myself. Now I'm not just standing up on my own 2 feet, but I'm moving forward, and it feels good, and I just want to keep feeling good, and I need everybody to kind of understand around me that you're just rebuilding. Positive movement forward. Like, you're also learning that it's okay to be quiet and go to sleep at 10 o'clock at night. Like, it's okay to not answer to all of this, and it's okay for you to, I feel like, step into the shadow side, lean into where like, Aries is in your face. They're ruled by Mars. They can be very aggressive. And so this energy is also, if it's a lot of, like, harsh, like, if you're super hard on yourself, you're super hard on your body, this is like your time now to definitely look at where you are with your healing and just give it love. Like, I sometimes will do breath work with my clients and ask them to breathe into their discomfort, like laser focus in on that area, whether it, let's say if it's your hip and it's, you feel like a burning sensation, just bring all of your breath to that area and just visualize your body, that light glowing and spreading around your hip area all the way down your feet, and really work through your pain. Face it, sit with it, feel it, love it, like, thank it, give it thanks and gratitude for the wear and tear, where it's been, where you how it's taking you around the world, wherever you've gone in your lifetime. And it's the same thing with the mental. Like, forgive yourself for the mistakes that you've made and the relationships you got into that were unhealthy, and the repeated patterns and the guilt and the shame. Like, lean into the shadow work, and you can, when I say a positive moving forward and suffering in silence together, is like, there's such a big knowing that you have now with family members, relationships, work environment, that's very clear. You've been very intuitively on it. Like, a lot of the things that have happened, you've been like, knew that was gonna happen, saw that coming, and hopefully, instead of responding or reacting in a way that's harsh, that you just allowed it to. I think we can all agree that the world is just ugly at this point. Like, it is ugly. We are seeing some things. Like, I had to stop watching the news because I literally was in tears, and I have been in tears. Like, I'm so my heart aches for where this country's going, and it feels collectively that way. No matter where I travel to, where I go, and who I speak to, and it hurts my heart. My heart is broken. It just is broken from how this world is broken and how much it's falling apart, and for the period of time in which we're going to be going through such upheaval and unbelievable suffering. I think that the best thing that we can do is find tools and community and accept that yes, there's evil in the world, but love always wins. And that your suffering doesn't go without, a reward or a cause or true conviction and reason. It's all intentional. So I'm getting a little deep here with you guys, but continue to have patience with your body, have patience with your thoughts, have patience with the people around you, because you have, a fulfillment, something coming. Let me just pull one more card because I don't like leaving it in the Seven of Swords. Just take the wisdom and just take the challenges and, count your blessings for them, like it was all part of the plan. Rest and rejuvenate. Take your time. Take your time. Love is around the corner. It really is. It really, really is. But like, really just go outside, especially my earth signs. Really do recharge out in nature. The weather is great in the East Coast. It's getting better in Miami. Again, my hair frizz. Can't live here, but here we are. It's just time for you guys to take in all the lessons and just, I don't know, give me soft, give me calm, give me, no matter how much an Aries, is going to ram in on wanting to just wreck your peace, stay calm, back up, walk away, you know what I mean? The energies are rough, and, evil things want you to step into the darkness. It's fun for them. And when you take your energy and your power back, it's when you win, they don't, it just dissipates, it just falls off of you. So I hope that helps. Now on to my water signs. My water signs are my Cancers, Scorpions, and Pisceans. I have a lot of Scorpio in my chart. I actually have Scorpio, Mercury in Scorpio, and I know at the end of this month, Mercury will be in Scorpio in its last degree, which is like the transition is at its final degree at I forget what day at the end of the month, but it's really going to help with being strategic and how you move forward, the passion, the energy, it's really going to help that Aries, that fire, that igniting your passion with Mercury and Scorpio is really going to be like a rebirth, because it's, the death card in the tarot. This is a time when it's like, let your tears just come out, like just cry, like it's okay. I had such a release. I felt so much lighter when I allowed it to just happen. My eyes are still like burning and red, but it was, I don't know, I feel so much better now. I almost didn't do this video because I was just like, I'm going through a very a spiritual purge of the past, and it is an emotional detoxing moon. So this is your opportunity to like really let the wheel go and, put your trust in God and have faith that you are the child of God and you are always protected. And so what this is asking from my Cancer, Scorpios, and Pisceans is to learn how to be vulnerable. I think my water signs can be very rigid on allowing love in or out. It's their greatest strength when you really flow into your vulnerability. It is like your moment, you know what I mean? Like you can really be seen, your truth can really be seen when the water signs decide that it's okay to be vulnerable in love without any expectations, without the past hurts, because I mean, when I tell you, I'm guilty being Scorpion, I can be very rigid and not let go of certain things that happen and feel very like, slow down, buddies, just take a break, let's take this slow. So, it's okay, like honor those emotions. Let's see. Honor those emotions and allow a real true transformation in love happen for you guys. It's that time, and it's almost like, these emotions are rising. You can't help it. Do it with, emotional intelligence, and also emotions are running high. I mean, come on. The end of a tough cycle approaches, and what do you need to release? Prosperity lies ahead. I'm done with you guys. Your water sign is over. It's a wrap. Everything I just said confirmed in the cards. Like, this is your big opportunity to just really truly get in the mush of those emotions and let them go, because what we're stepping into is very emotional, but it needs to be released in order for you to finish off this. Like, you water signs know that you are at the end of a tough cycle. You can feel it in your bones, in your blood. It runs through the course of your veins in the morning when you wake up and you say your prayers and you're grateful that you this is a new beginning. Like, know it on another level. So let's see. The Hierophant. So some of you have been really into your spiritual work, your rituals, your practices. Like, you guys are not messing around with being hermit in your rituals. Like, you guys, I could see it and feel it. Take Queen of Cups in reverse. Like, you're not holding back anymore. Love for self. So you definitely take the opportunity to okay, I've had my fun, I've entertained these people, I'm done at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm going home, lights out, I'm doing my spiritual work, I'm practicing my, I don't know, like, you taking naps, you're getting a massage, you are, getting mani-pedis, you're getting your hair done, like, whatever it is that really makes you feel love and relaxed and calm and brings you back to you, like, you are not doing those things, you know what I mean? You feel it, and you guys are ready. You also, again, with the vulnerability, because I keep getting this very strongly, it is your greatest strength. So when you decide that you really want to tap into your intuition about it and your heart about it, because it's speaking very loud to you, there's love, there's it's reciprocal, and something tells me, it's just, there's somebody's about to enter a very spiritual union, that you guys meet each other in a time where in community, it's not, you understand your mission. It's not just you and this other person, it's you and this other person, but that person is connected to a community that really you want to be a part of, something like that. Like, you really want to give back to community, you want to help. I do see, like, volunteer charity work, things like that. Like, there's a very nurturing spiritual energy around my water signs. You really want to help where it matters, at a home, or just be there. I feel like there's a water sign that just wants to sit next to somebody and say, look, I'm here, I'm listening, and I don't need anything in return. And if you're that person, God bless you, and we need more of you, and keep doing that, and spread that light and help other people understand how important it is to just be there to listen, because a lot of the times what happens is that person that is in that healing, releasing energy will hear themselves and all of a sudden know, like, okay, I'm letting this go, and this person is making me feel safe to do that. Again, vulnerability. It really is going to come a long way. Like, it is your superhero when you activate that part of you that is okay with being vulnerable, it is your superpower. All right, that is what I have for, look at this, like the Queen of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. That's a whole, I'm spreading love to you and your peoples, you know, to you and the office, like wherever you go. You know, I don't know if it's a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. It's just, you guys are very in tuned with your spirit team. They are working, you know that they're working with you, they're alongside of you, and that whenever you step into a room, that you leave behind an energy that's kind of like a blessing, and just very spiritual. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. This is a time too when, yeah, there's a lot of evil going on in the world, but there is a big energetic wave of love coming over the earth. And, you know, again, we have to stick through with our fight, you know, in making sure that, you know, love wins, if that makes sense. All right. Also, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below if any of this energy resonates with you. I also got my water signs learned a lesson about not having to argue back. That their argument was, not argument, was the response to whatever conflict or challenges you were recently having. You made a switch in choosing the way that you react. If you were the type of person that blew up, now you've realized finally that that doesn't work anymore. That only got you into more trouble. And you're pausing, making the adjustment to calm your energy and talk your way through it, you know, more calmly. I feel that very strongly, and congratulations to you if that is you who fulfilled that energy. Like you're repeating it, like nope. And it's true, like shit's gonna come at you. It's not gonna stop coming at you. Life is gonna be lifing, and it's getting, you know, every day it's more crazy and more lies in your face, and more like blatant lies in your face that are unbelievable. But it's just like, that's, you know, that's the trick of narcissism. Like, they create a problem and then they, you know, wait for you to blow up so that you look like the crazy person. And it's just like, now that you know that that is a character trait, you're not doing that anymore. You're just not going to do it. You're just like, okay, great, wonderful, bye. And, you know, it's the only way that it should be. So, you know, honor those emotions, let love lead you, because you guys are going through a very transformative spiritual healing and new beginning in love. All right, so now we're going to move on to my fire signs. This is your super moon, guys. This is like all the fire, fellow fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Talk about igniting your power and starting over, like the Fool card, and just like taking a leap of faith, but in a way that is just it's new. It's just, it's like new beginnings. Like, this one is a little bit different. It's not like, it's not messy. It's not like the hot mess Sagittarius. It's just like, ooh, yeah, no. This one is very purposeful. This one is more bold. This one is more like, okay, I have been through some shit, and I have been stubborn, and I am in this like a breakdown of the past that's just done. And you're starting over. And the universe is really going to give you heart, not ego this time, to move forward. All right. It's going to come from a different heart. Before, I feel like it came from more ego. Continue to do your spiritual practices, continue healing, continue leaning into your shadow side, and forgiving it and sending it love. Again, you know, I always tell my clients when I do Reiki with them or I lead them into guided meditation is to like feel your breath, feel your body, feel where you have that discomfort, lean into that discomfort, breathe into that discomfort. And like really when you exhale, like let it out, like release until your shoulders come down to everything feels heavy in your body and you're empty. You know, that kind of breathing work and visualization work is so good for the soul, you know, and my fire signs are not going to do anything without reigniting their passions moving forward. Like, you know, now's the time that they understand this is a pivot. This is a big transformation. This is a big universal answers. Like my fire signs got some answers. Like, oh, you got questions? I got answers. And, you know, it's asking my fire signs, like, to work through your fears, believe in the impossible, like, don't limit yourself. And I'm going to cry because I actually said this yesterday. I was just, even today, I was just like, I surrender. I surrender. And it felt different. It felt different. It felt different. And then I got this card, made me very emotional once again. Let's see, let's dig in here. It'll be a great opportunity, and the universe is inviting my fire signs through this intense energy. You know, don't go running scattered and aimless. Go with conviction and purpose and, you know, service of, you know, the highest light, the highest consciousness to God. You know, like move with that kind of intention always. Like be ready to create, to lead. You know, if my fire signs are been thinking about being teachers or coaches, this is your time, you know, like to get into the work. You got love coming. Ooh, yes. I love it. My fire signs are also allowing new love to come into their life. A foundation that celebrates true, like, the essences, the essentials, the soul birthright of life. Like they're really ready to embrace heart activation. I think one of the saddest things that I have experienced in my life is when you get confused and or people do things and make mistakes out of love, and they don't for some reason like stop paying the price of loving the wrong situations. Like even if they learned the lesson, like, well, that was a wrong situation and it didn't work out, how to let that energy go and step into a new situation with knowing the experience, but not carrying the emotion with them. So this is partnership that's made, you know, through connecting through like soul ties. This is divine timing. I saw that somewhere. Surrender to the divine. But this energy here is very it's just, it's coming, fire signs. If you're married, then this is, you know, celebrating your family, like really appreciating them more, showing more gratitude, making more time for the yumminess of the relationship and why you guys got together and from the beginning. You know, remembering that it takes work to be in a marriage or a partnership. And if you are single, this is an opportunity for you to really look at love differently, or innocent, or not innocently, because I don't think that that's possible with my fire signs. It's looking at it in a way that it's soft, it's calm, it's rested. My fire signs are coming out of recovery and taking the time that they need in order for them to you know, really put the work in their foundation, their stability. Oh, wow. Twice. You know, double, you know, confirmation here. My fire signs are really about embracing love into things that they do. So if you've been asking, you know, your higher consciousness, ooh, nice. Confirmation. Like if you're asking, you know, if you're communicating better with God, if you're having a better relationship with God and you're asking questions, you're getting answers. And I hope that you are listening. I hope that you are embracing the not knowing, embracing the trusting in the process. Even though, you know, there's fear here, there's a transformation, there's a rebirth here. It doesn't matter. This fire sign, this collective energy here is stepping into purpose. And purpose with like love. Like this time they're not messing around. This time they're not messing around. My fire signs are like if this ain't real, this ain't real love, I do not, nope, it's not happening. I can't get in, no access, zero access. And they're very you know, cautious, and it's not coming from a place of like stubbornness and restriction. It's a knowing. It's because so much healing had to be done. You know, that these fire signs here have had so much wisdom through energy that there was no choice but to experience it. A struggle, challenge after challenge. You know, especially my Saggies, like all of my, I felt like every Sag that I've encountered have been through at least, at minimum, 10 years of like struggle and just challenge after challenge after challenge. But the one sign that can handle that is a Sag, because they get up with an optimism that is unbelievable. People be like, you good, girl? Yup. God's grace. Here I am, doing it all over again. You know, that's a Sag. You got a Sag in your life, victory and success. You good. You get money. They're always going to be there for you. Always encouraging the most positive information with true, like, just love. Like, my fire signs, even the Leos, like, just love. And sometimes it's just really so powerful that a lot of other energies don't know how to work around that. And more than ever, you know, it's time to be so authentically real with shit, because there's no space for anything else. You know, there's just this or that. You know, obviously the world is being divided. It's being torn apart between the rich and the poor. Love, hate, you know, and it's just like, you have to move in love and know that you are rich on every level. You know what I mean? I see my fire signs really just opening up to this love for themselves first, because they know that this partnership that's coming is going to be that supportive love that they need, that there are good people in this world. And, you know, I feel like my fire signs are those good peoples. Not that my other elements are not, because I have other elements in my chart. I have fire, earth, air, water, lots of water. So I just feel like my fire signs are really ready to take this new chapter of their life with more purpose and love. All right. And congratulations to you guys, because I mean, if you guys been beaten up emotionally and your heart's been broken for so long and you're still working through it, that's a reason to celebrate, you know. And anyway, moving on to my air signs. My air signs are my Geminis, my Libras, and my Aquarians. So I just got a lot of questions. Why this, why that, why this, why that, why this, why that. And I feel like my air signs are gonna have clarity now. Like if you, after these eclipses, had a lot of upheaval and people coming at you from all kinds of directions and coming in your face strong too, I feel. or maybe you doing it to others. You just questioned everything. Why this, why that? And now the insight has arrived. And all of a sudden you're like, oh, okay. So now that you have this insight, it's kind of calmed down all the questioning and you embracing it in this very unique, way. You're expressing yourself in a very unique, authentic way. And it's helping you to attract people that have the same kind of vibe, that wants to like release into the unknown, but this like mental stimulation that's just gonna be lit. Bring love into the situation. Don't let the pride get in your way. Expect powerful change, and your romantic cycle begins. Yeah, I get like and I just got really loud. Aquarians like are so good with, in hindsight, how things went down, and that they just like, holy shit, like I just have so much clarity on why this person was in my life. Like, you got the lesson. Like, you got the lesson. Congratulations to you. And man, does that feel good, because I just got like that feeling of, oh, this is why, so that's amazing. It releases confusion in a way that's just like you could breathe. Look at this. Look at your cards, just excited to talk. The Knight of Wands, the Ten of Swords, and the Ten of Wands. Okay, this caused a lot of overwhelm, a lot of mental chatter, like a lot of burdens, but it's a completion. It's the end. It's the 10. So this is good. This is good. Like, again, with you guys, I like to talk to or guide you guys into anything in your chakra of your like your upper chakras, your crown, your third eye, your throat, because especially like my Gemini, they're ruled by Mercury, communication. If people don't communicate as quickly as you or get a concept as quickly as you, you struggle to find the patience to get, them on board. Some of you even like you guys it might be impossible for you guys to deal with a Capricorn or a Taurus. They like very slow, and they take their time, when making decisions or with anything. They won't be rushed, and that'll drive a Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius crazy. But you guys have again, the Knight. I got too many swords here, so there's a lot of swords. If you're having trouble sleeping, I don't know why I don't like giving health advice, but I thought lemon balm at night, something to calm your thoughts, help you wind down. Like, my air signs really need to nurture their nighttime routine. Like, they're great in the mornings. They get up and they got all these things going on, and just they're like buzzing around and they're talking, and they're the type of people that, you just stand waiting for something, and you can have a full-on conversation with an air sign about, life and how things are. But at nighttime, because during the day you guys are buzzing so much mentally, and you have all these ideas, and you have all these questions, and you want to solve all of these problems. At night, you might find yourself buzzing, like your whole body is just energetically buzzing. And I just feel like it would be an opportunity for you to like invite some like listening to binaural beats or calming, relaxing music, take a hot bath, do things that will calm your mental, your energy. Journal. This is a great opportunity to write at night or read, to help you step out of not being able to sleep at night, like when to shut it all off, because you have a lot of like things coming that is going to be very exciting, that need your energy. You have a lot of knowledge that you want to share with people, help with recovering and healing and having strength. I feel like my air signs really balancing a lot of like health and mental, I feel that a lot. Like they're going back and forth, you know, having to be really strong with both sides of them and being forgiving about something with the health. So this is the time again, like there's this like energetic wave, you know, that's coming, that's downloading within this month of October, that it's gonna ask you to forgive yourself, to really heal the parts of you that, you know, has so many gifts and talents and creativity and I don't know, just a lot of information to share about healing here, because I get this, and I've done, you know, it's just funny, my niece is a Libra, and it's the same thing. She came up now, and it's just like speaking your truth without feeling heavy about it, or, and we all do this, like, you know, some certain guilt that, you know, certain things are not done a certain way, or sometimes we don't communicate enough because of, you know, shame. You know, sometimes shame is such a heavy energy, you know, because it prevents us. It's like self-sabotaging. That feeling of shame is self-sabotaging because you can't really communicate. You're overthinking, you know, how to get past something. And you could see yourself in this cycle of, you know, but now I feel like that's over. It's so funny. It's gonna be over. Like, you know, this is a collective reading, so everyone's timeline is on a different, we're all on a different timeline. You know, some of my air signs could have been experiencing what I feel now over the summer through the eclipses, and they're in a different, you know, timeline in which they've released the confusion, and they're taking in all the information, knowledge, and truth, and really getting into a divine flow about it, which is really nice. Like nothing better than timing, right? Like a Libra on the scales, it's like having that balance and knowing when to leave the room and when to step into the room. Like there's this flow that I feel like my air signs can really step into getting, you know, a wish fulfillment through that divine flow and this energy behind it, you know, something that's like making you move. Some of you might be taking new exercise classes, might be more dedicated than ever in going to the gym. Like if you didn't go to the gym, you're off. You know, you'll go and find a class somewhere else and be like, you know what, I missed my 5:45, but I'm gonna take a 7:30, and it's gonna be different. I'm gonna experience something because I'm having so much fun with keeping up this routine of being healthy, you know what I mean, or doing activities. And it's how you're meeting community and different people. And wow, I like this a lot. I like this a lot. I like this a lot. It's also of service. Like it's coming from a place too that it's not just, oh, and you could receive lots of money from it and just like have community, like money, 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 money. And it's all there available for you just because you went to that yoga class and you sat there and started talking to people. Like again, I was saying, my Geminis can just stand somewhere and start talking to a complete stranger. Next thing you know, they're telling them their entire life story. It's just a natural thing for that to happen with the Gemini. Next thing you know, the Gemini is giving them 1,000 resources on how they could, you know, get this job or go to this like place for this thing, you know. So it feels good. You know, like you feel most in your energy and most like fulfilled when you can connect to a community and be the strength and the resource and create magic in somebody else's world. Like how dope is that, you know? My Aquarians, I really feel like there's another thing about you guys that feel like, you know, I'm gonna step out of my energy and see where else I can maybe volunteer, do charity work. Same thing, I'm getting that very strongly. Like a lot of us are seeing that the world is falling apart, and a lot of us are starting to, you know, and if you have God bless you and continue doing the work. We need, you know, earth angels stomping these grounds, servicing love and, you know, healing and uplifting energy. We need that more than ever. And if you guys are already on the ground, you know, I don't know, doing like food drives and giving out food in pantries and things like that, like, I don't know, you guys are thinking about it. And if you're thinking about it, do it, because it's done. So it is. All right, guys, that's it for now. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope that these messages connected to your beautiful soul somehow. And if it did, please share, like, and subscribe. And until the next one, I just love you. If nobody's told you, I have. I love you. Until the next one.